Snack has played a huge part in my training camp. The protein, the ZMA, everything, the pre-workout, it's played such a major part in my training camp, keeping me healthy, keeping me recovered, keeping me feeling good, strong, and ready for my next workout.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Marcos Villegas being joined with Edgar Berlanga, who fights this Saturday here in Las Vegas on the Fury versus Wilder 3 pay-per-view. Edgar, man, you're one of the most exciting young boxers in all of boxing. Your knockout power is crazy. You growing up as a kid, and I was just curious, like when did you know like your punch was different, that you could really hurt people?
Yeah. 18. I feel like right before I wanted to turn pro, I wasn't really a knockout guy in the amateurs, so I wanted to start putting people out and sparring. I wanted to just start flattening them out, and I asked my ex-coach, like, show me how to punch, and that's what he did. He showed me how to sit down on my punches, and he did a tremendous job doing that. And now I'm here, and I'm one of the vicious, most hardest punches in boxing.
How was your style before that then? Like, were you a guy that was like moving around and just jabbing, or?
Yeah, I was obviously I'm still a boxer puncher, but I was more of a boxer when I was in the amateurs. Amateurs is points, and it's it's fast. A minute and a half, 2 minutes, three rounds, 3 minutes. So it was just to get off punches and not really look to hurt, but take off the headgear, fight with 10-ounce gloves. It was a different story. Now you got to go in there and look to hurt the guy. So my mindset actually changed.
I wonder if you're ever going to get to a point in your career where you're going to get to a guy where you're going to have to box, or you want to show people you're going to box, and people are going to be like blown away, like, oh crap, like he can really box, even though you have known it like since you were very little that you can box.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've been boxing all my life, like literally boxing. So it's like that's second nature for me, man. My power just caught up with the boxing. That's what just makes me more dangerous, and nobody has really seen that. They see me go the distance, but I gave myself a C performance, and on Saturday night I'm looking to give an A performance.
In terms of that knockout streak that you had going, is there a part of you that's like happy that that pressure's not on you anymore, like that weight on your shoulder of like, Edgar got to get a knockout, he has to look spectacular knocking this person out? Are you glad like you could just be you in the ring now and not have to worry about that?
Yeah, now it's just the first round thing is out the window, so now I could just take my time, use my jab, be poised, but still look to hurt, still look to execute the game plan, man, and not take my foot off the gas.
In terms of that, with the knockouts, I asked Golovkin this question one time because he was known for his knockouts. Like, do fighters get so caught up in their own power that they forget to focus on the other things? Are you, by chance, did that happen to you, or are you cognizant of working on the other things?
Yeah, for sure. We look to just not obviously take the power off, but look to hide it. You got to hide your power, because if you just coming in with wild punches or looking just to throw one punch, you're not going to knock nobody out like that. The way you're going to knock somebody out is the punch that they don't see, and that's what knocks people out, is the punch that they don't see. So, what we just work on is utilizing my jab, use a lot of footwork, give angles, and then shoot off those shots, off head movements, off slips, and execute and shoot very hard, and that's what we've been working on.
You have another date already in December. Obviously, you're confident that you're going to win, but you're wanting to stay active. How active do you feel you will be in this next coming year after December?
After December 11th, we're looking to showcase my skills in New York at the Madison Square Garden. Then we're looking to fight in March in Puerto Rico, and then after that, June, back in New York, Puerto Rican Day weekend.
I know you've been throwing your name in there. Well, obviously, with your knockouts, it already puts you in there in your division. But, we're seeing Canelo and Caleb Plant fighting for super middleweight, undisputed fight. How do you break that down, man? Give us an analysis of that fight.
It's going to be a big fight for both fighters. It's to unify the division. Caleb Plant is a tremendous fighter. Canelo's a tremendous fighter. I just would like to see what type of mindset Caleb Plant is going to come in for that fight. And, I think it's going to be a big fight, man. I think Caleb Plant is going to do what he does best, try to box him, use his jab, stick and move like how Floyd did, like how Lara did. He's going to try to use that same game plan to try to frustrate Canelo. But, it's going to be a big fight.
Is that wise for him to try to do that? Like, should he just like go and try to, even though he might not have the power, go and blitz Canelo? I've heard people say like you got to bring it to Canelo.
Yeah, not only that, you got to make him respect your power, because if you're punching off movement and you're not really connecting with good shots, Canelo's the type of fighter that if he don't feel your shots, he's just gonna walk you down and just he's gonna beat you up. So with Plant, he's gonna have to sit down a couple times and let him know, like, listen, I'm here, besides the boxing thing, but I could also punch too.
You know, I asked Caleb Plant about fighting Canelo 3 years ago, and he said he knew he was going to get this fight, and he got it. I'm asking, you know, obviously, you know, you're in that division. Do you foresee yourself facing Canelo at some point? Do you have something telling you inside, like, hey, that's going to be the fight 2 years from now, 3 years from now, where I'm in that position facing a guy like Canelo?
Yeah, in 2 years, I just think, you know, for the simple fact that I'm a big 168. And not only that, I'm Puerto Rican, and you know that rivalry that Mexico and Puerto Rico has is huge, and there's always been something big for boxing. So, you know, with him being a superstar and me becoming a superstar fighter, you know, I think it's going to happen. I think that fight is going to happen 2 years from now.
Damn, it's a massive fight.
Yeah, it's going to be a big fight. You know, you got Puerto Rico versus Mexico. You know how it is, man. That's a big rivalry for boxing. So I'm excited. You know, win, lose, or draw. If he wins or he loses, we still looking to make the fight happen.
And if not, you got David Benavidez, which I think is another tremendous freaking fight between you and him, because both you guys choke, they come forward.
Yeah, for sure. You know, he's another great fighter, another great Mexican, and you know, that's going to be another fight if down the line, you know, everything makes sense, business makes sense, then you know, we can make the fight happen.
You're going to give us a lot of exciting fights in the future.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Edgar. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.